I'm so annoyed. So fucking annoyed, man. Why aren't you showing up?
Listen. Can you hear the spirits? Nothing can change the course of fate.
God damn it. I am getting salty.
Nothing can change the course of fate. Out of the way! It's my turn! Time for the prize! Heed the call of fate! I won't back down!
My turn to shine.
Never fear, Nori's here! If Mina can do it, I can do it too! Eyes on the prize! Spirits, bless you with your strength! Nice try!
Oh, I'm annoyed. I just can't get comfortable. My fucking autism or whatever is freaking the fuck out.
My turn to shine.
Never fear, Nori's here! Don't come any closer! Feel the spirit's wrath! Heed the call of fate! I won't back down!
My turn to shine. Eat this. Frost first. I've been waiting. Stop there.
Never fear, Nori's here! Look at me! Do you see how strong I am?
Out of
I'm
my
the
way.
prize! Your fate ends here! Spirits, bless me with your strength! Nice try!
It burns so good.
Welcome to the Monster Tamer's Naksan. Welcome to the Monster Tamer's Naksan branch. Welcome to the What's our plan for today? Nothing can change the course of fate. What's our plan for today? Which one should I get? Pick for me. I'm stronger now. I feel power coursing through me.
Excuse me.
My turn to shine.
Never fear, Nori's here. Don't come any closer. I'd be disappointed if this was all it took to stop us.
Me handle this.
Never fear, nor fear. Don't come any closer. Burn up. Nice try. I won't back down.
My turn to shine. Stop right there. Eat this. Frost first.
Out of the way. It's my turn. Eyes on the prize, baby. Your fate ends here. Burn. Nice try. I won't back down.
Me handle this. How's this? Caught you. Now, let's get this party started.
Out of the way. Look at me. Do you see how strong I am? I'm surprised. Heed the call of fate. Nice try. I won't back down. Nice try. Your fate ends here. I won't back down. When we work together, there's nothing we can't overcome.
My turn to shine.
Never fear, nor fear. Don't look down on. Don't come any closer. Nice try. I won't back down.
Me handle this. Free. Yeah.
Out of the way. It's my turn. If Mina can do it, I can do it too. Eyes on the prize. Heed the call of fate. Burn. Nice try. I won't back down.
My turn to shine. You'll be frozen solid. Caught you. Time to lock.
Out of the way. It's my turn. I'm surprised. Your fate ends here. Nice try. I won't back down.
Me handle this.
Never fear, nor look at me. Do you see how strong I am? Don't come any closer. Nice try. Heed the call of fate. Fall back down.
Ooh. Fucking fuck.
Another trial completed. Listen. Can you hear the spirits?
이나마다 이나바나다.
Oh, it's one of these ones. Oh yeah, I forgot Computex is happening right now. I need another drink, baby. Oh, it hurts. Load faster. Thank you. Thank you. Hey. Ooh.
Observe the heavens with my divinations. Test of luck. An explosive start.
You stepped out of line.
A bad omen. Don't thank me.
The game is fixed.
Observe the heavens with my divinations. Test of luck. An explosive start.
You stepped out of line.
A bad omen. Don't thank me.
The game is fixed.
Observe the heavens with my divinations. Test of luck. An explosive start.
You stepped out of line.
A bad omen. Don't thank me.
The game is fixed.
Observe the heavens with my divinations. Test of luck. An explosive start.
You stepped out of line.
A bad omen. Don't thank me.
Greeting. Happy the you. I'm fucking tired. My brain no worky. I haven't got him yet. But we'll get him. Or we won't. You never know.
I decide the rules of the game. of the game! I'm the end of the world!
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Baneful clouds scatter. Observe the heavens with my divinations. A bad omen. Don't thank me.
It's just out of line.
Test of luck. An explosive start.
The game is fixed. I decide the rules of the game.
A bad omen. Don't thank me.
It's just out of line. I decide the rules of the game.
Observe the heavens with my divinations. Test of luck. An explosive start.
The game is fixed. I'm the end of the world.
A bad omen. Don't thank me.
Ouch.
Depot City has been severely affected by the incident. Citizens are advised to remain patient and await.
$68. Is 68, 69, 70.
Assistance. Moving on to our special segment.
You're back. The incident that happened at Full Wish TV is causing a huge stir. Come watch the news.
Hello, everyone! welcome to our brand new segment, the Phantom Moon Brief. I'm your host, Poofy.
Hi, everyone. This is your old friend, Snowy.
Well then, as the Phantom Moon Games reach a boiling point, and for reasons that need no explanation, we are now joining Duo Mention TV to bring you live coverage of the latest and most critical news updates.
Yes, we are. And after the director of Foolish TV and sponsor of the Research Society of Happy Smiles, Foolish announced that she was joining the Phantom Moon Games. That terrifying tragedy of 15 years ago once again swept through the psionic game.
The supplicant debate, slated to take place at the Seafeld TV tower, was cut short when out-of-control Imaginee known as Joy Ascendants appeared suddenly and launched an attack. This Imagenesis plague centered on Seafeld City spread rapidly. Even Foolish herself turned into a monster atop the Seafeld TV tower.
As of the latest reports, nearly 200,000 human and Imaginee inhabitants across plain Arcadia have been affected by the plague. Countless individuals are injured or missing, and total losses are estimated to have reached 8.6 billion credits. And in a chilling echo of the Bloodstained Games 15 years ago, footage left behind by Foolish points to the disaster as the work of supplicants from beyond the sky.
She identified the culprits as the famed cosmic hero, the trailblazer of the Astral Express, and the wanted criminal, Stellaron Hunter Blade, claiming they were responsible for the tragedy.
But a spokesperson for the Department of Aberration Defense said the disaster was planned and executed by Foolish herself through her organization, the Research Society of Happy Smiles. They added that the investigation will continue and the organization will be shut down.
Oh, how familiar that sounds. 15 years ago, they made the same excuses. What is the real story behind this? The Phantom Moon Brief will continue to keep you updated.
Over 500 years ago, a prophet made a prediction. In year 1999, a terrifying devil will descend from the sky. Will this prophecy come true? Can plain Arcadia safely make it through this crucial year? We will have to wait and see. Shame on them. How can they just say things like that on TV when it's not even confirmed? And the internet is flooded with fake news about you too. Also, those two hosts, weren't they from Foolish TV? They were spreading nasty stories about you on the news before. And now look, they've immediately jumped ship after what happened to Foolish. Ever since coming to plain Arcadia, nothing surprises me anymore. I'm happy you made it back safely, but somehow, you just don't seem quite the same. Oh no. You're trying to grow up and leave me behind. Don't tell me you're becoming the next Don Hung. No! Is this what it takes to become a hero? If you're all grown up and serious, we just can't click like we used to anymore. Oh, right. Tell me about what happened at the TV tower. I've heard Don Hung and Sunday's side of the story, but I haven't heard yours yet. So, Foolish had people undergo the happiness surgery to implant Shuhu's flesh into their bodies, and that ended up causing this disaster? And you guys stopped the mutation from spreading, but all you managed to do was to temporarily seal Shuhu's flesh inside Blade? And then you mentioned that Nessia, the one we met at Star Rail Fest, is actually the Phantom Moon Games arbitrator? No wonder she could draw a mask for you. And she also asked you to go deep into the world in Canvas to warn... who was it again?
Yes, Graphia, Himiko's ancestor. She's an artist from
Himiko's ancestor? She's still alive? Wait, that's not even the Nessia asked you to warn Graphia that the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, is back? Why does the Express have such bad luck? By this point, whenever we go on vacation, I'm always ready to deal with random problems. But running into another Lord Ravager while on vacation?
Yeah, that's some bad luck right there.
This is way over the line. Lord Ravager, Evanesia's request, Shuhu's flesh and Blade's body, and the unfinished Phantasm Moon games. Suddenly, there are so many things to deal with. Feels like we're juggling a bunch of eggs all at once. One slip, and it's all gonna go splat. Are you okay? I wish I were as calm as you. I'm gonna go take a minute and collect myself.
Excuse me.
So many things to deal with right now. Nah, I've had a long day. I should just...
Welt.
Mommy?
You're
No.
obviously tired. I never thought...
From our very first steps. But this...
Look at you now. It takes me back to when I first got the Express running again. All I could do was note every problem in the navigation log, one by one. Back then, I never imagined the Astral Express. Come to think of it, it's because the Nameless who guided me before I said keep moving forward, and the obstacles that once felt impossible to conquer will soon be behind you. And along the way, you'll find companions who are just like you. I've seen you grow through the Phantasm Moon games, becoming someone others can trust and lean on. And I heard the declaration you made atop the tower. I'm truly proud of you. That's why I want to share a story from the past with you. A promise from 15... I promised someone that when the moon over my hometown was full again, I would go back to see her, to let her know I had made the most of this borrowed life, and found I want to share this story with you all. It's a long story. I'd also like to invite you all to the place where I
All right, it's a deal. When I return from the world in Canvas, you can make us...
Speaking of Evanesia's request was not made lightly, and she was, according to the records from the databank and the IPC's investigation, Asat Pramod's campaigns often span centuries, and the planets he targets all end up 1,000 years ago. My ancestor Graphia created the world in Canvas. If that was to resist Asat Pramod, that's the first of many mysteries. Quite the opposite. The weathering curse has shortened my... There are far too many legends about her. Only two things are beyond doubt. First, during the Cinderth Age, she created countless imaginations. Second, near the end of one of the Phantasm Moon games, which means she is not only familiar with Asat Pramod, nobody knows just how big the plane Graphia created actually. Legend has it that Graphia used a vast ocean as her canvas and channeled the power of... Good question. As for who, she should have some clues to... By the way, General Yao Guang is... I'm not sure if she comes with good news or bad news. She brought a little gift from the Xianzhou, though. Mung bean soda. Go talk to General Yao Guang, then. Don't keep her waiting. After that, come to the party car and fill us in on your next move.
Nice to meet you, Ishvara. I always thought that the arbitrator, Evanesia, would step in and punish Fullwish for the disaster she caused, in my capacity as an Arbiter General. What I am about to tell you is something Evanesia risked breaking the rules to share with me. Please keep it a secret. Not a word of this leaves the Express. Sealed within Ahatopia's core is Ouroboros, the Veracity.
You mean the Leviathan that can swallow?
Looks like
I've seen that terrifying thing.
rumor has it, they were last seen during the era of the Swarm disaster. They were hardly there to aid the Swarm, but rather to attend a cosmic-level feast, in which the Swarm served merely as appetizers, and the planets they passed were devoured as the main course. No one expected them to be here of all places, sealed away on this very planet, after vanishing for years. The true situation remains unknown, but with this information we can understand why Asat Pramod set his sights on this world. Aren't you a little afraid, facing a huge disaster like this? Interesting. You wouldn't flinch even if a star fell upon you. A true Ishvara. Fortune follows when fate hits its lowest ebb. Every crisis comes with an opportunity. Now that we know a force capable of devouring stars is deep in slumber at this planet's core, perhaps we could make it devour the problem inside Blade's body. It might just be a risky path worth taking. Blade has agreed to my proposal and will venture into the world in canvas to seek out the Veracity. From what I've heard, you are going there as well? I cast a divination, and the hexagram shifted between the marsh and fire trigrams, yielding the judgment. Heaven and earth are separate and apart, but the work which they do is the same. In other words, though your paths may differ, they are destined to intersect. What miracle could cap off these games better than a finale that humbles a Lord Ravager? It will be a tribute to the elation. The shadow of the Lord Ravager looms, and from here on, everyone must carry their part of the burden. I will take my leave first.
Before I set out, I still want to say a few words to everyone. What are they all up to over there?
Oh, there you are. We were waiting for you. We're here to celebrate the Astral Express making it through another trial, of course. Pom-Pom's heard all about your latest adventure.
It's a modest celebration, but a meaningful one. You stopped Fullwish's scheme, and that is no small achievement. Regardless of what the people of Plain Arcadia or the media may say, we raise a glass to you.
Exactly. You knocked out the mastermind behind all those creepy Joy... whatever their name is. I didn't get to see it myself, but Don Hung described it for me. You killed it!
Your victory gave Blade a chance to free himself from Shuhu's flesh. Thank you.
With a Lord Ravager looming on the horizon, everyone will soon be heading off on their own missions. Before that, it felt right to have a small gathering like this.
Now, let's make a toast. Here's to everyone who fights to protect this Arcadia. And here's to all of us. The Lord Ravager can throw whatever he wants at us, but I know the Astral Express will keep streaking across the stars.
Thank you. All of you. Having you by my side is what gives me the courage to face the future. I'll carry this strength with me through the rest of this journey.
Cheers!
Did you need something? I need a break. Right now, Mr. Yang insisted I should get a full day of... I should thank you for letting me embark on this journey.
I heard from Sunday about how we won this battle because of you. When the televised debate began, a crowd outside the station gathered to protest the Astral Express. I guess people know, but I am more concerned about you. I've seen the footage of your fight with Full Wish. When you returned, it reminded me a lot of when I saved you at Herta Space Station. The Stellaron can be awakened by a wish, but its immense power always has a way of warping reality. As the wave of wish power surged toward you, it brought hope and blessings, but also dark intentions and malice. What might it do to the Stellaron? We have no idea. Be careful with this power you have, no matter how tempting it may seem.
There you are. March and I were talking about you. Yeah, of course.
When did Don Hung start expressing his feelings like this? I guess pigs really do fly.
This trip to Plain Arcadia is the first time we weren't necessarily working together toward a common goal. You dove into the Phantom Moon games. I crossed paths with that relentless old friend and foe again. As for March, well, she spent her time wandering and eating. Her perfect little vacation.
Wait, hold up. How come all I get is wandering and eating? I grabbed plenty of comics as well. I call it cultural exploration. With a little extra time for me to recharge, of course. Right?
Now that we're having this little break, it hit me that I might have neglected you and March.
Well said. This vacation has expanded my horizons. And my stomach capacity.
Blade has accepted General Yao Guang's proposal. Perhaps he has finally moved on from past grudges and that abundance curse, and is now ready to do something for himself. It's going to be a path fraught with danger, so I had hoped to accompany him for a bit longer, but he refused. From now on, I will turn my attention to this world. Mr. Yang and I have been asked by General Yao Guang to help with setting up some defensive formations.
I've got work to do too. Mr. Ashvale wanted someone to accompany him to the tavern to investigate clues about Asat Pramod. Yours truly figured she'd been resting long enough, and it was time to stretch your legs. So I volunteered. No problem. When you come back, you have to share everything you saw in the world in Canvas.
Oh, it's you! Pom-Pom heard you've got a solo mission coming up. Be safe, will you? Safe trip! Pom-Pom will take good care of the express.
Just in time. She will handle all the arrangements for your passage, so you can enter the world in Canvas to find my ancestor Graphia. This is an important matter. Furthermore, your journey gives her the chance to uncover something she's been yearning to understand for years. The secret to Graphia's art of imagenesis. Once you've fully rested, you may make your way to the dock in Seafeld City. Madame Pearl has a special ship waiting for you there. It will take you to the border between this world and the world in Canvas, a place known as Inkford Hermitage. That's your final stop before entering the world in Canvas, a place to gather your supplies and rest up before you set out on the journey ahead. I know you'll have to go alone this time, but I don't think it'll be dangerous. After all, that realm was created by Graphia, my ancestor. The thought of it makes me feel calm, in a strange but comforting way. If you get to meet her, please give her my regards. I am indeed quite curious. I'd love to see this ancestor of mine for myself, and hear her story in her own words. But someone must stay here and keep watch. Madame Pearl wishes to confer with me and General Yao Guang about our next steps in dealing with Asat Pramod. So I'll be entrusting this mission into the world in Canvas to you. Go ahead. Set out once you've rested up. I'll be here with Welt and the others, awaiting good news from you.
In other words, that woman wants you to take Shuhu and jump straight into the Veracity and leave the rest to the Eon's stomach acid? And this is between me and him, right? Why are you tagging along?
Relax. I'll say my goodbyes and be gone. A dignified funeral, If you ask me, this ending is indeed grand enough.
I don't care about any of that. There's only one thing I care about. Does he have to die?
Here's a piece of advice, little cub. Whether he lives or dies is his choice. That's the one thing you don't get to decide for him.
It has landed.
What?
Nothing. Just a seabird landing on the rocks. A blade forged of mortal steel cannot sever an undying fate. If Shuhu is to be put down, the options are few. And that Leviathan is one of them.
In time, people will say this. The culprit of the Juming gave his life for the greater good and plunged into the abyss alongside the abomination.
I'm not as noble as you make it sound. Many years ago, you invited me to join the Galaxy Rangers. I refused for one reason. I'm a petty man. I was never born to carry some greater good. This is between Shuhu and me. Nothing more.
Can't argue with that. A Galaxy Ranger through and through. Well then, I won't say anything more.
Blade, you sure about this?
For years, death has clung to me like a curse, etched into my bones. If there is a chance to make a god feel the same pain, I would do it, even if this body is reduced to ash. As for everyone else, there's no need to drag them into this. We'll proceed as Yao Guang proposed. Bury Shuhu at the end of the world in canvas, taking me with him, and let the veracity dissolve us both.
Take care.
How about you stay as well? You might as well see it through to the end with us.
Plain Arcadia has bigger problems that need my attention. Your instincts were right. That meanie pulling strings from the shadows is none other than a Sat Pramod.
Who else would want to kick a Ha's head like a ball?
So, I need to get back and finish my job.
Investigating a Lord Ravager sounds like a job you don't come back from.
Therefore, it also pays very well.
Then here's hoping you live long enough to collect your payment. Huh. Every time, when it's just the two of us, you go quiet.
You know what I'm going to say. The seabird's flown off. It's time for us to go too.
The terror slumbering at the heart of Plain Arcadia is... Ouroboros.
After the swarm disaster, the Veracity vanished, never to appear again for more than 700 Amber eras. Their last rumored sighting was 500 years ago.
History fictionologists claim that Ouroboros lies in wait at the edge of the cosmos, guarded by their children, awaiting the day of their return.
I've heard that story before, but it wasn't about the edge of the cosmos. It was Pier Point. They say that the preservation is nothing more than a facade, and the IPC is, in truth, a cult devoted to the Veracity.
Organic life has quite the imagination. They've said other things, too. That Louis Fleming seeks to ascend as the Eon of Wealth. That the Council of Mundanites are mere hounds of Dr. Primitive. That the Marketing Development Department colludes with the destruction. turning a blind eye to the spread of Stellarons. Such rumors are endless. I believe the General should be able to tell which are true and which are not.
I've never heard the last one, so let's assume it's the only one that's true. Such terrible breath. Once this Leviathan awakens, the Arcadia's destruction would be all but instantaneous.
For now, this remains conjecture. The sealed remains appear to be a husk that Ouroboros once shed. Why it's here, and how it's connected to the elation, remain unknown. Yet even a fragmented remnant of an Eon is a threat that can't be ignored. The calamity of the Leviathan must not be allowed to re-emerge in this world.
Naturally. That is why I'm here. And it's about time for the two Nameless to arrive. Oh, you're just on time.
General Yao Guang, as instructed, warding talismans have been placed at over a dozen sites across Plain Arcadia.
My thanks. It was Mr. Yang's talent of creation out of nothing that allowed us to reproduce dozens of plumes and complete the deployment with such speed. Now, with Yin and Yang aligned, and all four aspects in place, as long as we set up the last formation core, the Decalight reflection barrier will be complete.
Using the divine eye of the Spiritus to weave a giant web, one that ensnares countless possible futures. General, have you truly made up your mind?
Though Shuhu has been eradicated, the signs of doom have not faded. On the contrary, they grow ever clearer. After much consideration, the source can only be this restless corpse.
One crisis is yet to pass, and another is already upon us. The Arcadia's ley lines were already riddled with scars, and now even the ancient tree's seal is starting to loosen. While Evanesia is asleep, someone must take up her duty to guard this place.
But defending isn't the way of the hunt. If you don't want to become the prey, you must become the hunter.
General, do you intend to go on the offensive and suppress the remains of the Veracity?
How could I? The Joy Seeker could barely confine that husk using the Abundance's ambrosial arbor as its cage. I'm not that arrogant as to place myself alongside the gods. I'm not here to guard against an Eon, but against a lesser menace. Lord Ravager Asat Pramod. This barrier is prepared for him.
Asat Pramod has been meddling with the game from the shadows. His intentions unclear. We know little about him or the Veracity. By chance, however, a friendly citizen has provided us with intel.
Ouroboros' remains are in Ahatopia, aren't they? Silence is an answer in itself. I've seen that reaction too many times.
I'm not surprised that you were the first to discover it. You were in the Torn Scroll too. The probability of you noticing was 24%.
That's a little low, don't you think? I'd put it at well over 90.
What I don't understand is this. There were countless ways to verify your hypothesis, yet you chose the most unconventional one. You bypassed security and broke into the building to confront me in person. What is your objective?
This is no confrontation. It's a warning, Madam Pearl. I'm a security officer, and there is only one reason I'm here. While everyone else is fixated on the Phantasmoon games, only the Department of Aberration Defense is watching other places.
Like the location where the new Herald of Death case was closed?
Correct. The incident involved 4 Daybreak warriors, 3 nameless, 1 detective, and 1 officer. But just moments ago, a 10th set of footprints appeared at the scene.
After the investigation, we learned that the traces were left deliberately. A blatant provocation.
The Lord Ravager bent on destroying the Elation came uninvited. Make no mistake. Plan Arcadia is the stage he chose with care, and drawing the Abundance into the fray was hardly a whim.
Our top priority is to dispose of Shuhu's flesh properly to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands and causing another calamity.
That said, we cannot afford to ignore Asat Pramad's next move.
This giant web is prepared for that very purpose. Once the entire planet is folded into the divination's trajectory, under the gaze of the Omnitia, all possibilities will be laid bare. When that time comes, he won't wish to leave any footprints behind.
One final question. Why did the Lord Ravager choose to visit this place? Does he have an ulterior motive? Or is this merely some twisted joke?
That question should be left to the professionals. Don't forget, we have a detective who can't seem to rest. Let's hope the accumulation of variables can tip the scales in our favor.
And so, the people set out, and the gondola, bound for distant lands, set sail. At the end of the world, the Elation once again declared war upon the Veracity. Hey, frail little humans! Ouroboros split their mouth wide open! Whoever can fill my whole mouth with but a single thing shall receive a reward, my tongue. The fool known as the Shepherd captured a comet, but it wasn't even enough to fill the gap between the Veracity's teeth. The bartender Baraji opened the wine cellar, yet they only grew drowsy, drifting off to sleep. And en route, he crept up to the Veracity's ear and told them a corny joke. The Veracity pondered it for 10 amber eras, then burst into laughter at their own amusement. En route spread his hands and said, "See? I filled your mouth with laughter."
Then what happened?
Then the Veracity said, "Are you kidding me?" And with that, they opened their gaping maw and tore en route to pieces.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Those are the facts, my inquisitive auditor. If you want to hear more stories, you're welcome to discuss with your classmates.
We came here to investigate the Veracity and Asat Pramod, but all we got were stories that only a 3-year-old would believe.
Rumors don't just appear out of thin air. It's just a matter of how much truth you think they hold.
At least 90% of that was made up.
Sometimes that last 10% is all you need. Plenty of bystanders around. Let's hear what they have to say.
They say a dull pen beats a sharp memory. My memory's dull, and my pen's not much better.
Then you must have a lot of stationery.
A kindred spirit. Miss, it seems you're one of us as well. I've met far too many fools who can't even read. Oddly enough, those of us who truly love learning are the rare ones. Interested in studying the knowledge of the laughter? I have a reference book here. You can have it.
This feels complete.
Oh, please. Thank the seniors. To compile this book, they offended every eon they... As for me, I'm just the one who keeps the books circulating.
You two asking about the veracity? You thinking about walking that path?
Walk the path of veracity? Do I need to eat a...
You got it! Kids always dream big. Some are bulldozers, some are... And I am Autobots! And the man.
Ugh, can you talk normal? Stop gulping for air.
I swore to become a veracity path strider. I eat everything. Tasty, nasty, anything I could chew. Finally, I pinched my nose and swallowed loose mouth, and they looked at me.
Ouroboros?
Nah. Very regrettable.
Enough already.
I'm telling you, it was all bluffing. The fools didn't lose. Root and Dorothy, the veracity wasn't looking, roll up their skin like a grape, snatched it up and poached it. Then, poof, they were gone. Comic-Con Collective don't got a veracity card. I already filed a formal complaint with the organizers.
You should be putting this much effort into your studies!
Hey, friends! How was your first day of school? Sparksy's here to pick you up after class. Where were you just now? You opened the door for us and just disappeared. Don't tell me you're up to...
Oh, still doubting me? You're breaking Sparkskull's heart here. That whole foolish thing. I took on every emoji in the tavern by myself, fought them all the way to the end of the world, and even wore my mask down to nothing! But honestly, this place runs on rumors. Aha is being chased by the veracity. Aha chases the veracity. We won't get anywhere following stories like this.
Let's go through what we know so far. Ooh. Yeah, it's a complete mess.
So, after a bit of thought, Lady Sparksy came up with a brilliant idea. I borrowed a nifty little gadget from a friend. The Unreal Sparks and
idea how it works, but apparently this light bulb makes you smarter the moment you put it on. Does this friend know you borrowed it? The Supremod has a gun to our heads, and this is what you're worried about? He'll find out one day. Well then, I'll go first.
It doesn't look very reliable. Are you sure about this?
No worries. If anything goes wrong, the friend in my head will protect me.
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
No, it's working perfectly. I get it now. All of it. No need to dance around. Our enemy is a Lord Ravager. There's only one question we need answered. How does Asat Pramod plan to destroy Elation?
Correction. The effect is very obvious.
Judging by Nanook's habit of picking Lord Ravagers, I wouldn't be surprised if Asat Pramod was once a masked fool, and therefore knows Aha's weakness. The Arcadia is like a microcosm of eons and paths. People indulge themselves in fabricated happiness, unable to pull themselves away from it. Many have expressed their concerns. This isn't elation. Aha is playing with fire.
A classic social realist deduction. Old-fashioned. Ooh, but effective. We're closing in on the truth.
Yes. The answer is all but revealed. You are Asat Pramod, Sparksy. Do you have evidence? Of course. The truth is so simple that everyone overlooked it. The evidence is... you were the first person I met when I got off the express. If I am Asat Pramod, would you in gray hair have been able to...
I love that. It's like the first person I meet off the express. Yeah.
That's weird. I thought I was on the right track. Let me give you a lesson. Deduction isn't about people skills. It's about smart tricks and flawless logic. Watch and learn. Sparkle, master of the classic whodunit, has entered the chat. You changed your clothes just for this? First of all, Ouroboros likes to eat. Secondly, whatever they eat disappears completely. Therefore, veracity is also a form of destruction. This is the classic mystery of one culprit, two identities. The one trying to kill Elation is the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, played by the Veracity! What am I even saying? Classic whodunit? This is more like a classic Who's the Dummy.
Ah, I get it now. All this thing does is make wild guesses sound reasonable. So far, that's the most accurate piece of information we've gotten.
No need to be so serious, Detective. Why don't you show us what you've got? By the way, what type of detective are you?
Me? I'm the tough guy type. I don't waste time on useless details. I aim straight at the heart of the problem. You're not wrong. Asat Pramod is Nanook's weapon to assassinate Aha. Whatever his plan may be, the target doesn't change. Remember, as far as humanity knows, there are only 3 ways an Eon can fall.
A broader path engulfs a narrower one. Divine warfare between eons, and the third one, was it again?
Forcing an Eon to turn away from their own path.
Whichever it is, none of it sounds remotely connected to Plain Arcadia. So, what makes you so certain Asat Pramad is here on business, not on vacation?
Because we folks just dug up one heck of a treasure from underground. And in the stories tied to them, we've unearthed more than a few names worth paying.
Him? He caused trouble in Gotham City a few days ago.
I know.
That's just a title. Between you and me. Director Sparkle used that name.
Looks like this clue has little value.
An old pal who can't stop lying.
I see you're acquainted. Right. He's the one I can't stop thinking. En route, defeated the Veracity.
You're right. Then who...
Of course she does! Everyone in the tavern knows that name. Long ago, some say he became a morning actor. But none of that matters. That you have my unreal Sparks and Spark!
I knew it.
Give it back, give it back!
What do you mean, give it back? It just wandered off. You want it? Here, take it now.
Absolutely not! Wait, right now? This doesn't sound like you at all.
No. If it's a no, it's a no. Guess I'll keep it. Bye-bye.
Get back here!
Sir, do you need to hire a private detective?
Hey!
Can you catch her for me?
Of course. I'll have that thing returned to you safe and sound in half a day. But, in exchange, I'd like you to elaborate a bit more on what you were saying.
Oh, so that's why you're here. Now, old Sempo's intel isn't cheap. Waiving the fee won't quite cut it, will it?
Name your price.
Put it on Pearl's tab.
Ha! Just kidding. Money talk's boring. Besides, the Astral Express and I go way back. Oh, and I wouldn't scam you two. The en route you're looking for lives up to the name. There's nowhere he can't reach. Only places he hasn't been yet. He's the gold standard of the masked fools. He only shows up where he's least welcome. A morning actor's stage, a friend's wedding, even inside the Veracity's mouth. All for the sake of a good laugh. Oh.
That lines up. Sounds like the origin of the legend. So, he's a friend of yours?
Not a chance! Back when old Sempo was still a kid. En route was already a name in the history books. He left the tavern during the Second Prosperity. They say after hearing 30 trillion jokes, he never laughed again. Before he left, en route said one thing that, at the time, no one cared about. Elation has been dead for a long time.
Where did he go after he left the tavern?
The tavern has 10,000 mouths, all telling different stories. All I know is this. He said he was headed for the true world's end, and then he vanished without a trace.
How do you know all this?
Oh, I've been around long enough to have my own channels. Just trust old Sempo. And about catching Sparksy?
Leave it to me. I keep my word. See? You only need that 10% of the story to be true.
The last thing he said was really scary.
So many unanswered questions about en route. He has to be tied to Asat Pramod somehow. But our leads at the tavern have run their course. Let's go pay a visit to another expert next. No. Speak of the devil. Only a Cienjo general could have arranged something like this, I suppose.
I'm surprised as well. You've only just left Amphorius, and already you've managed to draw the attention of another Lord Ravager.
Miss Ron May? And Miss Ting Yoon?
We're here by General Yao Guang's request. It seems we arrived just in time.
At first, I only came because the Shenzhou extended an invitation, and it seemed impolite to refuse. Now that I'm here, I see it was well worth the trip. So, let me get to the point. Ouroboros has long been dead. Their death was merely buried beneath layers of secrecy.
Hardly surprising. They disappeared after the swarm disaster, and there are many different opinions on where they went. The Intelligentsia Guild claims the Veracity ate their fill and entered hibernation. I don't buy it. Those scholars are fond of post-meal naps themselves, likely just projecting their own habits.
You seem surprisingly calm, which makes sense. After all, the shadow in your right hand is evidence as well. Why don't you tell everyone what happened to the Galaxy Rangers back on Von Walk?
Von Walk?
Sprightly Von Walk. I've heard there's a particular phenomenon that occurs on that rainforest planet. Plants multiply and grow and are then harvested like wild grass. A cycle repeating every few decades. Almost identical to the Phantom Moon games.
But how are the two connected? When you hear plants and growth, shouldn't that make you think of abundance? Huh. Wait.
It seems you figured it out. By coincidence, abundance is another thing the two worlds have in common.
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences, Mr. Ashvale. No. Leader of the Rangers, Mr. La Mancha. Perhaps you could explain this to our nameless friend?
Back on Von Walk, I'd already long since stopped being a ranger. Your conjecture is basically correct, Miss Ron May. You're not the only genius to take life as a subject of study. By the time I arrived, the atavistic experiment was already approaching its final phase. Dr. Primitive had set his sights on an ancient Leviathan. Beneath Von Walk's surface, there also lay the remains of the Veracity.
You stopped him.
The Rangers stopped him. Back then, Mr. M was still human.
Now, deep beneath Ahatopia, another corpse of the Leviathan lies buried. If I'm not mistaken, there are countless other worlds carrying out the same ritual. Aha sealed Ouroboros' body among the stars, suppressed it with abundance, siphoned the power of the Path of Veracity, and called it a game. This is what people call the Phantom Moon games.
Uh-huh. Why would they do such a thing?
You may remember, the Express once delivered a Leviathan's carcass to me. That wasn't the only one in my collection. By arranging remains from different eras in sequence, I discovered something rather intriguing. At a certain moment over 1,000 Amber Eras ago, just as Akivili began traveling in pursuit of their ideal, all creations of the Veracity lost the same organ. Their taste buds.
What does that imply?
The purpose of consumption changed. Be they spawns, depth crawlers, or void song whales, their genetic markers encoding gustatory organs vanished entirely. Creatures walking the path of Veracity became nothing more than biological black holes, consuming without discrimination. This was not natural evolution. Through the simulated universe, I identified the point of divergence in history. A concept had disappeared from the path of Veracity. Consider this. What do taste buds provide?
Yummy flavors?
Precisely. Savoring something's aftertaste is an act of elation.
So Aha stole the original Prima Mobile of the Veracity?
The simulated universe proves nothing on its own, but the primal desires of life have always been entangled. Think of it as my intuition. The conflict between the eons of elation and Veracity stretches all the way back to primordial times.
How many people know about this?
There used to be 2. I only told Yuqing to. Now, there are 5. After this, I can't be sure.
Exploit the old conflict between Aha and Ouroboros to ignite a divine war, or allow intersecting paths to devour one another. Of the 3 known ways to kill an Eon, the Arcadia fulfills at least 2. Now who still thinks Asap Pramod is here on vacation?
But you still haven't explained where it came from.
You mean the shadow? It has nothing to do with Funmark.
Oh?
Call it a twist of fate. This isn't my first encounter with the Astral Express, nor my first time dealing with a Lord Ravager. When my home was destroyed by Zulo, I had a brief encounter with a former navigator.
A navigator of the Express?
Yes. Starseer, I see. He'd already retired by then. He was the one who told me about the Shadow. According to IC, I led the Rangers to suppress the Shadow, and devised the plan to
Don't you find it strange, Mr. Ashvale?
Strange?
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences. Like an experiment with results that are too perfect, it's enough to send a chill down your spine. If you don't mind, let's walk through the whole thing once more.
I think he mind.
What did you 2 uncover in the tavern?
Someone suspected to be Asat Pramod knew about the Veracity's secret. Before disappearing, he said he was headed for the end of the world.
And then?
A former navigator. The Shadow was a remnant left behind.
If the world's end isn't the tavern.
I don't know if anyone can answer that question. Not even Akivili. Wait. Don't tell.
En route only goes where he after leaving the tavern.
The detective game is over. have to say, not many people can make me change my plans. Whether in the past or present, you've always been one of them.
So, it is you.
You know how it is, kid. I've always enjoyed arriving.
Pearl said she would arrange a fair. The place we're going to.
It is an honor to, well, to be honest, my name is Feld. By order of Madame Pearl, You are too kind. I followed the battle in Seafeld City very closely. Serving a hero such as yourself is a true privilege. I assume Madame Pearl has already briefed you on our destination? I see. It so happens that Madame Pearl is tied up with an unforeseen event, so allow me to brief you in her stead. The destination of our boat journey is a hotel known as Inkford Hermitage. It is situated at the end of a Dovebrook tributary that ultimately flows into the sea. It is one of the points where the world in canvas intersects with reality.
Well, Graffia's former residence was located there. Legend says the miraculous encanvassing of the mortal world happened there. Would Madame Pearl, a die-hard fan, pass up a sacred site like that? Word is that Madame Pearl just flicked her wrist, signed a check with an astronomical figure, and bought the whole plot of land. She also snatched up every single piece of Graffia's lost works she could find without bothering to verify their authenticity. Whew, I guess money really does let you do whatever you want. That's not even the half of it. I don't know where her obsession comes from, but she's dead set on the idea that Graffia is still alive. If she gets even a whiff of anything remotely related to Graffia, she's got her people on it at the snap of a finger. But all they could find were Imagine knockoffs. Random, pretty redheads based on nothing but imagination. I bet her reaction went something like this. Objective. Locate the original. Error. Detecting excessive quantity of low-quality merchandise.
You! I remember you! You're that fraudster from Perlux Tower!
Perlux Tower?
Oh, I know it's you!
Oh, a slip-up.
Cut it out, you scoundrel!
This is the author of Fluffy Across...
Huh. My apologies. How rude of me. Miss...
It's only normal for a famous guy.
This blurry QR code. Let's be clear. You are being transported under escort. Your current credit balance is in the negative. Madame Pearl has offered you a lifeline.
Whoa, this is not my fault. Remember Alloy King Pom Pom from Perlux Tower? I tried to put everything on Pearl's tab, but she... Who knew a figurine could be so... I went all in on learned coins. There goes my license. I lost every single penny.
So you're escorting her to...
Correct. The objective is to deliver the manuscript and clear her debts. The estimated duration is 50...
Hear that? It's not a hotel. It's hell. Where you get whipped for not finishing your scripts on time.
Good luck with that.
The boat has arrived. When you're ready, let's begin our journey to Inkford Hermitage.
Yeah,
Please,
boy.
mind your step as you board.
Dang, that voice is super familiar. Ooh, snow.
We have arrived. This is the snowy shore of the canvas world, Inkford Hermitage.
Oh. Are those Wispae floating on the water?
Oh dear, there are so many Wispae. They are blocking the boat's route. But no need to panic. Please follow my lead.
Oh, fuck. I really hate these.
Whew, a safe docking. For a second, I thought we were going to hit an iceberg or something. They probably sensed your wish power. You are the Phantas Moon Games superstar, no? Look! One's trying to hitch a ride on you. Must have been when we came ashore. Oh, what a devoted fan.
Everyone, welcome to Inkford Hermitage.
I was imagining a Benzai Tengoku style manor or something. So you demolished your idol's old residence and replaced it with a luxury hotel.
Of course not. Benzai Tengoku vanished more than 1,000 years ago. The original structure is long lost to time. The IPC only chose this location because this is one of the weakest points between reality and the world in canvas. Many Imaginae are born every day, but just as many ancient lineages of Imaginae hide themselves away in the world in canvas once their wish power dry up, or as they grow weary of the mortal world. This is the final stop before they enter the world in canvas, and this is where they bid farewell to reality. They rest here, organize memories spanning centuries, and then pass beyond the point of no return. Rumor has it that Graphia's soul appears from time to time to guide these weary Imaginae on their path.
There's a sense of parting in the air. No wonder the soul of the mother of Imagenesis feels an attraction for a creator. This must be the finest well of inspiration.
Miss Colt, now that you're in this well, too, you ought to make the most of it. Let's go. I'll lead the way.
Is that?
Ah, the golden tree in the distance.
I get it now. Didn't you? Pedophile without a trace. I decide the rules of the game. Release the confetti.
We have arrived. The hotel staff will take over from here. I'll take my leave.
Oh, it's freezing. It's cold enough for anyone here?
Honored guests, my apologies for the late welcome.
Oh, no wonder it's so cold. It's an actual snow wispy. Hello there, little one.
I am the lobby manager, Casper.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am the popular comic artist.
The former comic artist, Miss Nihilux.
Oh, my true name is gone, just like that. Oh wait, did you say former?
The big shots upstairs gave me a heads up. You are now an asset of Perlux Corp. You'll be staying here until you finish your next volume. Every guest in this hotel is an Imaginee with quite a history. That Arcadian over there? That's a former superhero.
Which one? Never heard of him.
That one over there is one of the oldest strangelings. They're a former Kappa. These days, they work as the hot springs manager.
A Kappa? Didn't that lineage of Imaginee go extinct when the IPC first arrived?
There are still a few survivors that slipped through the net. As for Casper myself, I am a former frost giant. Sightings of Lady Graphia are as common as the snowflakes here. Ever since the news spread that her soul would reside at the hotel, all those Imaginee who mimic her and the weirdos who insist they have a connection to her have flocked here. You see, they all claim they have some sort of connection to her, or hold some secret about her.
I bet they're just trying to scam people out of wish power and credits. Just like all those people who swear they're AHA.
You're not wrong. But whenever the higher-ups ask for a report, little old Casper here can always pad it out and hand over a long list of names. Nameless, good luck with your inquiries. Bye now.
in this hotel.
You can see me, and I shall hide no longer. Indeed, I am Graphia, the sovereign of all paintings, the source of all schools, the mother who birthed all Unfortunately...
I am Graphia. If you're giving away wish base...
No, I am Graphia.
I don't care which.
Lord Ravager, to be honest, we are...
Simply put, as for me, I was sketched by a rather unskilled illustrator for a history textbook, which explains why I look a bit...
I am a wispy form from the concentrated longing...
I am the armored goddess Graphia, from the 52-episode animated series. Care to witness my signature move? If you're looking for the real Graphia, I've seen countless Imaginae on the verge of exhausting their wish power, begging the mother of Imagenesis to extend their lives with her paintbrush. When it comes down to it, she's nothing more than a legend.
As I suspected, finding Graphia...
Besides us, there are plenty of ancient...
If you're serious about finding Graphia, you should try asking them.
I heard...
Careful without a trace.
I sense more stray thoughts and disturbance in the water. The Imaginae of today are far too restless. Yes, yes. This old soul is just scraping by with what little talent I have left. The humans here call me Sudscour, a filthy name, but are you here at the hot springs to wash away your stray thoughts? Or just to chat with the last kappa of Ahatopia? Lady Graphia is the one who guided all Imaginae. Her name shines like moonlight through. Back then, the demons from beyond swept in like a dark tide. The filth and flames they brought could turn even the clearest stream, and we Kappa were weak and could only shiver at the bottom of the rivers. But it was Lady Graphia who found us. She encouraged us, saying that every drop of clean water held power against the darkness. She taught us how to use water to protect the displaced mortals and wash away those impure monsters. Though our impact was limited, that was the most heroic era for my kind. Legend says that, but in my fading memories, on the battle, some say she fought like a demon, but to me, if you seek clues regarding Lady Graphia, there are atonement statues left by Imagine. Casper likes to wander around there. He is a strangeling far older than I. Perhaps if... That is all I can tell you.
I'll be right back. I need to throw my laundry in the dryer. Hot springs would be amazing with after hard labor.
So, you're here looking for Graphia's whereabouts on behalf of that Intellitron executive. I think it's unlikely that the mother of Imagenesis will see her. Normally, I'd suggest you play that little snow puff ball for info. That "good luck with your inquiries" line definitely had a subtext. But since you're asking for a bright idea, you must have heard that in a certain corner of the universe, there's a mysterious ritual that can summon historical figures to the present day. The Holy Grail War! Oh, right! That was your big adventure in Penacony. Then I don't need to explain the method. First, we need a catalyst. No matter, Miss Kalt has got you covered. We use ley line resonance. This hotel is built on Graphia's former home. It still has a connection to her. Wait, you aren't actually falling for this, are you? I was just kidding. Sorry. I was just trying to lift the mood. Oh, honestly, I'm a chronic deadline misser who can barely save her own skin. How am I supposed to help you?
I've heard enough. Break time is over, Miss Nihilux. Now that you understand your situation, stop wasting time. Start drawing!
I just checked in, and I have to work already? I'm not some fully automated painting Mechatron. You do know that, right?
A Mechatron can run for hundreds of hours straight. You cannot. That's exactly why every second counts. Now right this second, start increasing your value as a quality asset.
Hey, wait! This is kidnapping! Little raccoon, help me!
Nihilux's VA had fun.
Nihilux has a point. If that Casper guy is a survivor from the Sindarth age, maybe he really does know something. Anyway, I'll start by asking around here.
I get it now. You set up a surprise for me, didn't you?
Damn.
Jasper? Are you there?
Nope. I'm not.
I get it now. You set up a surprise for me, didn't you? See? I told you comic...
You found me, Current, but if I try too hard to remember things from such a long, long time ago, so much of my memory feels like it's shrouded in a blizzard and I can't see any... A snowball. It feels like I had snowball fights every single day a long time ago. Well then, come at me, Nameless. I'm a snowball fight fan. things from the Cinderth age are but I definitely met Lady Graphia. She was a great painter who back then, when we wanted to see her, then Lady Graphia would poke her head out of the... Then we'd have snowball fights against the Void Rangers. If we won, I got to swallow the Void Rangers whole. There was someone else. He was a snowball fight master. But that guy knocked us all down with a snow. 6 of my friends were lying on the ground, feeling beat. As for me, I think I got hit right in the neck.
8 people? In the Phantasmoon games? So, in that round of the Phantasmoon games, Graphia...
I saw her. By then, Ahatopia had already been transported. I couldn't find my other 6 friends. So, I went to her. It felt like only a second had passed. She held me and cried, saying, it was just one lost... I only shared some memories of us. That's about all Casper can remember.
So, to summarize, Casper likes to... Now... Even next to such a lively hot spring hotel, there's a secluded mountain path. These atonement statues all look like small animals. I should find a prominent spot for the ground lamps. These 2 little lamps don't... whatever. It's not like I have any other way.
Who dares to... Not only will I...
Thanks for the invite. I'm not quite dead yet. I'm testing. This mountain path is so quiet and secluded. Ooh, what a great spot for a night stroll, listening to the call. Give me a break, I really am! Look at this old stone statue. I just reached the real versus fake Hemicat arc in my comic. Let me pay my respects. Maybe Graphia will bless me.
Miss Colt, when did you sneak out?
That was fast!
I let my guard down for just 1 second, and corporate asset.
No way are you running away and taking our jobs with you. Good thing.
Let's go. Back to the room to finish.
Come on, not again.
Being an artist sure is grueling. I remember being held in a...
Graphia.
You're asking me? My name is Murata Graphia, guardian of the world in
You're saying... Huh. She really...
Child, you were the one who lit... I simply answered the call. Let me think. The arbitrator of the Phantasmoon Games asked you to tell me that our old enemy... Since Ahatopia's in canvassing, Evanesia and I agreed to guard reality and the world, but over the past 1,000 years, who would have thought, when word of her finally reached me again, there'd be no warm greeting. You must have many questions. My, you certainly have a lot of questions. During the Cinderth Age, That demon lord from beyond once took the form of a friend to infiltrate the resistance. Do you carry a token from Evanesia? She painted a supplicant's mask. The secrets you seek are many and 1,000 years ago. The legions of the demons from beyond. For the destruction, taking a life is easier than brushing aside a feather. To protect his daughter, the painter kept her confined to their home until one day a falling star streaked across the unable to contain her curiosity. And so she saw it. Beneath the cold Phantas moon, a tower of infinity stood on the mountain. This tower had countless windows and... Indeed. That tower, which stood only for a moment, was the crashed Astral Express. And at the time, the wrecked train was surrounded by countless abominable monsters. Amidst these foul enemies, it was only much later that Graphia understood that those who fought and died, the Nameless, that was the day that Graphia stepped into the mortal world in a long, drawn-out war, fought at a severe disadvantage. She was forced to seek the aid of the Phantas Moon Games. This was also the first time in the history of the Phantas Moon Games. She lost. Graphia did not. In the final days of the Cinder's Age, she gathered every ounce of wish power. Yes. As long as the scroll still enshrouds reality, the story is over. I also have a token I'd like you to give her. So... No, there is no need to rush. You have a friend here who is lingering with a heart.
You mean?
Follow this path down to the riverbank of Myriad Wish. When you are ready, choose a Whisper. Whisper Graphia's name and your wish when the time comes. I will bring the fairy.
Graphia... Anyway, I should head to the riverbank.
I get it now. You set up a surprise for me, didn't you? I've heard that in the same forest, giant... How about this? We say something.
If the Elwood absorbed another emanator of abundance right now...
If the abundance grows too strong, the ambrosial arbor loses control, and the Arcadia is doomed. If the abundance is too weak, the husk spirals out of control, and the Arcadia is doomed just the same. It's called an Arcadia, but the whole thing is built on a razor's edge.
You're afraid.
I'm not. Fine. You're right. You don't think I know what that Xianzhou person meant? 1 in 10. Listen, I just can't stand by.
Kin.
What else? Friend?
I suppose all of the...
Fit? How? Sometimes...
I hear you. Just assume my mind is made up. You should understand. Misplaced emotions will only cause the mission to fail.
You really are just... If I could see Firefly cured of her illness, Kafka, then I'd be willing to pick up that level 999 cartridge too. Even if...
Don't. At the TV tower, you already... Besides, why are you telling me?
Because just like you, I'm a total, stuck-up softie. Happy now? No. Unless you give me a...
Not settled. Fair enough. Whether as Ying Xing. Before the final... I should say a proper goodbye. Who's there?
Next time, it'd be better if you didn't try to sneak up on...
I knew you would come.
I met the legendary Graf. If we simply chant her name...
A legend from 1,000 years? It really makes sense. After all...
Then let's begin.
Could it be... plot armor?
See? I told you comics can teach you useful things.
Little one, I choose you.
Camila, let's go find Raffia!
That should do it. Right? I summon Graphia, mother of Imagenesis. May she come forth and deliver us into the world in canvas. No wish they were harmed.
Raffia! Raffia! Everyone!
How odd.
Strange.
I heard your call. And greetings, travelers who seek to leave the mortal world behind. Oh? Not an Imagine?
I guess so.
The power of abundance.
I've heard that something lies at the end of the world in canvas, with the power to...
Ah, I see. I understand. Time...
Thank you. The mountains lie distant. A fine moment to bring this...
Bring a weary life to its end.
It's just a matter of time.
The journey downstream is long. As is custom, I must collect your...
My past story.
There is no need to weave your thoughts into a complete story. Only by letting go of the past can you...
Go ahead. Say...
Then, I shall begin with that lone island of Insumosu. It was a desolate wasteland, untouched and forgotten. Desolate, cold. The perfect place to lay the dead to rest. I planted rusted, broken blades in the wasteland as a mark of my departure. Little did I know that even after joining the Stellaron Hunters, I would find myself returning there time and again, bringing along a few new swords with me. Their owners, some of them sought my life, only to fall by my hand. Others simply wished to see me one last time, as their own lives flickered out. I was once a craftsman, and those swords, they were all my own creations. I raised those wordless monuments for my old friends, one by one, until they became a forest of broken blades. And what about me and my sword? When will it finally join them in that forest?
I will follow your words with my brush and paint the ideal end. Sword barrier. We've reached the shore you've been seeking.
Ooh.
What is this
Yeah, I love
place?
spider lilies.
This is the world in canvas.
Superb artistry, and yet...
I saw no desolation in your story. The fire that tempers black steel and shapes 100 blades does not burn upon that spark within you has yet to fade. It is why this plane has chosen...
We've got no clue what you... But you smiled.
No, I didn't.
Finally smiled. I'm actually the one who can't even smile. This sucks.
We have reached the end.
That blue maw. So, this is it.
Correct. Driven by the buried secrets of Ahatopia, you have come seeking liberation. And now, I have shown you the silhouette of the... If you should find a way to get out, I ask that you...
I will keep the secret. That blue maw, can it truly...
Only a beast of insatiable hunger can end a plague of... I have stood watch in this realm for a millennium, beholding the eternal conflict where the... Oh, undying soul. The fate that awaits within those depths lies far beyond the reach of our conjecture. Perhaps you will vanish into nothingness in a mere heartbeat. Or perhaps you will endure a millennium of gnawing. constantly regenerating only to suffer once more, with liberation remaining an elusive dream.
Beneath that calm of yours.
This is the price I must bear for becoming one with the canvas.
You're telling me if he leaps, he has to stay down there and be torn apart for age? I'm not okay with this. Yao Guang never said anything about this when we went over the plan.
I have lived for nearly a millennium. If the Leviathan does not consume me utterly, then I am still alive. And until that moment comes, I will pin Shuhu to the anvil and swing my hammer once, twice, and again.
Is there really no other way?
Silverwolf, I was never one for sentiment. I'll only say this. In my past life as a smith, I made... But ever since I joined the Stellaron...
Oh right, I get it. You want me to go back and take apart that box Kafka uses as a footrest, right?
You already took it apart.
A long time ago. Quite a few treasures in there. A master-crafted blade, a game...
That's the armor core, reforged from the remains of the
Oh, and a cat-scratching post.
When did you find out about these items?
You? You think you hid it that well? Please, give me a break.
Just split it among yourselves.
Kafka should be the one saying this, but... You are the most perfect blade the Stellaron hunters could ever have.
Just a broken blade.
Before you go, you have something to say.
To me?
Don't take offense. It's just a few words. Before joining the Stellaron Hunters, unable to see the future, yet unable to reclaim the past. Just like you, whether we chose this path. Leave no room for regret. Then, let it.
Yes.
It's time. Do you still remember that passphrase? No need to step forward. Just recite it in your head.
3 of a kind.
2 pair.
Ace. Go. Farewell. Let everything end, or truly begin. In the final moments of your life, what will flicker through your mind? The devouring. How much time has passed? Sea of clouds. Ambrosial Arbor. To think that with death so close, this is the scenery my dreams would conjure. My heartbeat. Shu-hu.
Finally woke up, Yingxing?
Master. I am sorry.
A lad your age, yet your head is... It has been ages since we last met. Tell me, have you let your craft go to waste? Your master wishes to see what you can do.
Not a sweet dream of toasts and laughter, nor a nightmare of clashing steel. Instead, it is a dream of returning to the very beginning, to confess my sins before the master who taught me everything. Typical. This is a standard issue sword I forged for the Cloud Knights, back when I first...
Senior Frater, are you truly from a short-lived species?
Why do you...
I mean, no offense. I just wondered, why would you come all the way to this Yanzhou to learn the craft?
My home became a grazing ground for those boars and beasts. My parents... they're fertilizer. Unlike you, I will look at this blade. Fresh from the forge today. I made it.
That is so cool!
Stop flattering me. This is just a standard issue sword for the Cloud Knights.
Senior Frater, how could you so... The very first assignment Elder Huayan gave his disciples is, what defines a blade?
A lone cloud drifts. Let's call it...
Senior Frater!
Bai Hung. And that bow I forged for her.
For me? Thank you. I told you, didn't I? As long as you set your heart on what you... Hey, did you give the...
I named this bow Lure after a mythical steed from the primeval Imperium. Legend says it was one of the Emperor...
How did you get so off track? What? That won't do. It does not suit me at all.
That sounds terrible. It's like my mother naming me human. At least change it to something elegant.
Look at you! Skilled with both the pen and the sword. You really should not be trapped in this flame wheel. Hey, perfect timing!
Staying in a single place your whole... Jing Yuan's Devastator Glaive. The weapon I promised to forge for him all those years ago. Old friend.
A genius. I suppose Master Jing Li's swordplay should be no trouble for you then.
You little rascal. Do not... I am from a short-lived species. Xianzhou's swordplay takes hundreds, even thousands...
I heard your bold claim. I'd rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time.
My, the future sword champion has sharp ears. It would be a waste to throw my skills away on the battlefield. You go...
Alright, deal. Then I want a Devastator Glaive, 4 meters long, decorated with green silk, and you should engrave the blade with cloud patterns. Or maybe lightning.
Wait until you... Then it is settled. When the time comes, you shall arm each of us. Come, friends, drink up.
By the rainbow and the 10 lords. The prosthetic arm and sword staff for Mr. La Mancha were works created by my master and me. He came to visit me even after I was cast into the shackling prison.
Genshin.
The shadow has tasted the flesh of abundance. You... Genshin, look at me. It was only thanks to you and your master that the shadow of veracity was sealed. So I have but one question. There is always a way out. I respect you.
Pity. So much in this world. This is not my work.
So you're Blade. Oh, good timing.
The blade itself is fine, but the technique is wrong. Swordsman.
My, oh my. Since you have so much to say,
I put down the hammer a long time ago. My hand from now on, this shell of mine. A weapon given by Yingxing to an old friend. But we are no longer who we want. Who I am, what matters is...
I don't...
All that happened. You would do well to keep next time we meet. What a pity.
Apprentice, come here.
Finally. Is the end in sight? I am here.
Good. I have waited a long time for you.
You have seen every blade
Fine work. Somewhat flawed, perhaps, but their edge is undeniable. The marks of a true...
Gazing upon the weapons I forged in days past, I can only... The hammer falls and cannot be undone, yet I have spent my life taking one. I betrayed my friends and broke my oaths. Even with these divine blades, I failed to protect those I held dear. My hands are stained with blood. I loathe the reflection it casts back from my... But what weighs heaviest on my soul is the debt I...
Let it all out. You feel a bit lighter now. But isn't there one last piece you have yet to show me? It is yet to be named, has it not?
That is a mere scrap from the forging of Shard Sword. I hid it away.
Can a mere boy keep secrets from his master? I entrusted General Yao Guang to bring it to you. Since the day you left, I have kept this blade hung in the hall, gazing upon it daily. That raw, youthful spirit. It is the same light that shone in your eyes the day you bowed to me.
I am but rusted scrap now. My light has long since faded.
Crushed ore, old materials, rusted iron. As craftsmen, we spend our entire lives in such company. Waste not the bounty of the world, but perfect it through craft. To take what is useless, to take every failed scrap and forge it anew. Isn't that our very mission as craftsmen?
Even for a life that has reached its end. A life built on nothing but mistakes.
As it is with the work of a craftsman, so it must be with the life of a craftsman. Do you still remember the question I once asked you? What defines a blade? The answer already lies within you. Go now, and forge it anew.
Forge it anew. Interesting. Now I wish more than anything that I could just live a bit longer. Ying-Chi himself said that back when he was new.
Shu-Hu.
You fought me all this time and leapt into the Leviathan's maw. Nothing more than a bit to drag. A pity, truly. For so long as a single soul in this vast world prays for a body. And now, I have come in answer to your prayer. Within the Leviathan's maw, I shall grant you 1,000 years of agony. As your flesh will be remade, only to be devoured again and again. You shall find no release. Is this not exactly what you call forge it anew? Poor child. You and the Sinjo Simpsons are always so short-sighted. Trapped in this waking dream called life, you cling to what is gone and tremble at the thought of being forgotten. Yet when I come to carve through your flesh, you were once a master. I can grant you the...
Righting wrongs.
That is but a fleeting pang, a necessary tempering on the path to your body will churn for millennia, caught between being digested and reborn.
Are you done talking? Do you truly believe that I am the only prisoner here, Shu-Hu? For so long as a single soul in this vast world prays, you are nothing but an echo of them.
Are you trying?
No. I am pronouncing your sentence. I came for... As long as you cling to life, you must keep reshaping this body to fight back the gnawing from the... Let the maw of this Eon husk be the furnace. Right here. Not to destroy you. But... And the thorns of this cage shall forever be aimed at that... Are you ready?
Very well.
In the end, which of us shall...
When reunited with family after a 15-year separation, 20 yet, choosing to conduct a covert you harbor suspicions regarding Miss...
Before Star Rail Fest began, I stopped by his office out of concern, or perhaps curiosity. I leafed through his 5 of the worlds he captured and lost to the fires of war.
Just as you suspected, in the year 1969 of the Arcadian calendar, he traveled to the Delcor Ring to sculpt a statue for the Doctors of Chaos. 2 years later, the IPC received word. Also, in 1984, both incidents point back.
The Lord Ravager.
However, there is also evidence suggesting that additionally, the IPC recovered a commission he received. It read,
He accepted the commission. Even
legends of the Graphia clan abound within plain Arcadia. To this day, many believe conjecture. Mr. Ryusuke was tracking the demon from beyond. There is another possibility. There is a 50 he might have even chosen.
I'll have a word with him.
I'll leave it in your hands.
Dad? Do you have a minute to talk?
I do. What brings on? I was worried you were too busy, so I didn't want to bother you these past few days. And that kid is something else, too. I'm telling.
15 years.
And this time,
It's time we sat down and talked.
Am I dreaming? My little girl actually wants to have a real... Give me 10 seconds.
There's no need. I should have seen that.
Himeko! Himeko! Come over. Tell me more about this.
Okie dokie. We are going to get off for the day. So let's see if we get Blade real quick. Last pull. Of course not. We'll get him tomorrow. But I'll see y'all later. Have a good night. Stay alive and all that good stuff. And I'll see you when I see you.